To install the heel shift eliminator, we will pull this bolt, remove this shift lever. We still have to pull this bolt, which is a 3/16 Allen, as well as that one. Then we remove this little rubber collar. And once all that's off, we install the heel shift eliminator. And then we put just this one back on. So let's get started. Now there's a nut on the bottom here, but it's captured by the shift lever. So this is different than they used to be, say on the bikes with twin cams. It's a little bit different. I don't know about the 17s and the 18s with the M8 for sure, but I know that my 2016 had a different setup. It was actually internally threaded, and the bolt actually screwed into the lever itself. So on this shifter, there's a slot that is machined in the front and in the back side. And then the spline shaft, it's so this thing can actually capture that spline shaft. So we'll use one of those marks, or the machined slot, the slot in there. We use that slot in there. We'll mark that where it ends up on our spline, so that way we know where to put it back when we reinstall it. We'll set that to the side. Pull this lever off. Pull this bushing off. So now if you notice this shaft, see how this is stepped and it's beveled right here? So if we look at the eliminator, you can see the beveled and stepped section on the heel shift eliminator, and that will go just like that on there. So let's get this installed. Okay, so now that we have the heel shift eliminator installed, we're going to install the toe shifter back on. So what we're going to do, we made a mark in our shaft on the spline, and we're just going to line up the splines with the mark that we made in there. See that? It didn't go where I wanted it. It's pretty close, so we're gonna leave it there. I thought it was a little low myself. So now this is reinstalled. We'll put the bolt and nut back on. Now again, there's just a slot in the bottom for that nut. See how that nut slots into there and it doesn't turn. There's probably a torque spec for this. I do not have a manual to give you that, but we're just going to take up as much as we can, because on this shaft it's beveled for this bolt, so it's not gonna have a whole lot of play for you. we'll just take up as much as we can. That's about as maximum as we're gonna get. And now there's probably a torque spec, but I don't have it, so we just go click. Perfect. You know what we'll do when we do our oil changes and stuff, we'll double check this bolt and this bolt every time. Hell, you could do it after every ride if you wanted to. I mean, it's a 3/16, it's quick. Just do it. Perfect. I like it. You're gonna have a little bit of play in it, but that's the nature of it. If you have excessive, there's a bushing in here that can be replaced. There it is, guys. It's really that easy. It's 2 bolts, pull the rubber spacer off, put that piece back on, and install the shift lever, and you're done.